Pride Month is not just a fashion show. It's still a protest for our rights in our country.
Mapunta na lang yung anak ko sa pulube, basta lalaki. Kahit lowest of the low, wag lang mapunta sa'yo.
They don't see us as equals, and that's sad kasi it's still a reality here in the Philippines.
We're not fighting for more than them. We're fighting to be treated the same. You're comparing love with lust. For us, we just want a genuine relationship. Support should be black and white. It's either you support or you
Yeah.
don't. Some people say, oh, I support the gays, but I don't think they should be able to get married. Today we're going to talk about love, lust, and loss. Hi guys, I'm Jael.
I'm shy.
Today we're going to talk about love
Lust.
and loss. So we're shooting this today actually on June something, Pride Month. I want to start this off by asking, like, why do we actually have to celebrate Pride Month? What's the use of celebrating Pride or celebrating our fellow LGBTIA plus community?
Yeah.
Ikaw ba, Shai? Like, why do you think we have to celebrate stuff like this?
I heard this quote from somebody. Sabi nila na Pride Month is not just a fashion show. It's not just speaking that you're from the community. It's still a protest for our rights in our country. Parang ayun pa din yung we're still speaking up for being treated as basic human beings, at least. Kasi some other people still see us, not part of any law kasi nga ayaw nila na maging considered tayo as a part of them. Kasi nga they don't see us as equals. And that's sad kasi it's still a reality here in the Philippines. Kahit alam natin ang percentage ng Pilipinas ay mas madaming bakla. Kahit yun yung percentage niya, there's still majority of people that think na we do not deserve any benefits to being kunyari married to each other. If you're like married or if you have house, tawag dito, pag may mga, if you own something,
Yung parang conjugal, shared assets.
Yeah. Tapos you can't, kapag kunyari nasa hospital ka and then your partner is with you, pero they don't see you as the legitimate partner.
Yeah.
So, kailangan family pa din yung tatawagan. So, yun yung mga reality here in the Philippines. And we just wanted to speak about the struggles, reality of it, and then the hardships. Kahit alam natin na masaya maging part of the community.
Yeah, I guess Pride Month is more than just a celebration of who we are. It's kind of siguro a reminder then of a reminder that we're here.
Yeah.
We're still here. We still need a voice. We still need to be seen. We still need to be treated as an equal. Because really one of the biggest struggles that we've had, like even for very long, is we're fighting for rights that straight people have. We're not fighting for more than them. We're fighting to be treated the same. We're fighting to be seen the same. So I feel like that's the saddest part about all of it. Na parang we have to do all of this. We have to make noise. We have to parang rally for policies para lang makita tayo as equals.
And even
Not
as
less.
normal people.
As normal people. As an individual, as a couple, parang this country, I really feel like still has a long way to go. Even if like sobrang dami nating people in the LGBT community, I feel like, I don't know, majority of my friends are.
Yeah.
Even if sobrang dami na natin, none of our policies or the higher ups don't take it as seriously as we want it to. Siguro the saddest part is like, okay, we're more seen in the entertainment industry, we're more seen in business, pero we're not treated the same legally. Like, tama nga yung sinabi mo, if kahit mayaman kami ng nagiging partner ko, pagdating naman sa hospital, hindi naman kami recognized as a legitimate partnership, whatever money I have. Like, the system does not support me, regardless of the money that I have. Onting incentive lang yon, pero the entire system of the Philippines, I feel like, is not there yet.
Yeah.
And it starts sa household there. And I feel like in yung biggest struggle of like all the gays, you know,
Yes.
all the struggles, all the internal turmoil, all the rejection, it starts at home. It starts
Yes.
at school. It starts with your friends.
Mhm.
So I feel like that's kind of what we wanna share today, like yung experiences namin, experience of other people that we know. Just siguro as a reminder that we've already come a long way, but because these experiences are not just us, these experiences are shared experiences, and these struggles are shared struggles up until today at 2026. It's good to talk about it so
Yeah.
people don't feel super isolated if ever they go through something like that.
Mhm. At saka what I see, it's really sad kasi I see a lot of people fight to be accepted in their household, lalo na knowing that, alam mo yun, makuha nila yun ng buong puso yung acceptance ng family. And it starts with your coming out eh.
Yeah.
Not everybody has the privilege to come out to say that you are this person, you are gay, you are part of the community. Kasi the reactions that our parents or some other elders see it as sinful pa
Yeah.
din. Kaya ang sakit paringgan na, lalo na, I think you guys see this trend on TikTok na since it's Pride Month, ang daming lumalabas na they're sharing conversations of them coming out to their parents.
Yung,
But-
did I get too political?
yes,
Did I get
yes.
too political?
Yeah. And then their screenshots is their parents sending them to therapy, magsimba ka lang, kasi they think that with a swipe of prayer, you're back
Yeah.
to normal.
And I think the saddest part is some people think you can be cured as if sickness siya,
Yeah.
as if kasalanan siya, or as if it's something that's just a phase, something that can be taken away from you. That's probably one of the biggest struggles that you kind of have to instill into your parents, that this is not a phase.
Yeah.
This is who I am. This is actually something that I've thought about. I mean, like, I'm sure every person, if they had a choice to be straight, they'd probably choose to be straight because you have a much more of a privileged life. Your life is so much easier. Wala kang pressure, wala naman hahadlang sa'yo sa pag-iibigan,
Sa pag-ibig.
sa pagmamahal nyo.
Yeah.
Diba? But it's not a choice. It's like, I don't know, it's biological. It's who you are. And I think a lot of parents fail to accept that. And they think that it's just, it's just like figment of our imagination.
Hindi ko din talaga gets yung mindset nila that there are people talaga na, they don't choose to be that eh. Kasi they know that they are that person from the moment they knew that they were.
In denial kasi yung mga ibang parents.
They think that, pag in denial kasi sila, meaning nun, it's either they're scared, they're worried that mapupunta sa kapahamakan yung children nila, but at that point, ang magiging nun is sa kanila. It's their internal mindset with all of what's happening.
Yeah. What's the most painful thing that somebody's ever told you when they found out that you are gay? Kasi alam ko naman, accepted ka naman sa family.
Yeah.
So, like maybe like from friends or from peers.
I think ang minsan naririnig ko lang is sasabihin nila na, oh, kasi nga I'm bi. So basically, ang sasabihin nila, so leaning more into men ka. So hindi ka pa din sa girl. So parang hindi talaga pa din nila mag-grasp na you can equally like male and female not at the same time, but you get attracted to both, and they think na since gusto mo pa din ng guys, you're basically straight for them. Yun pa
like,
din nasa utak nila.
What's worse is, you like men and women, then just like men.
Yeah.
Ganun, diba?
Ba't ka pa mapunta sa girls? Parang okay ka naman na pala sa guys. It's still not a preference. Pero kasi ang pansin ko for me talaga, even though I'm bi, there's this thing called pansexual pa din. Tama.
Yeah.
Siya, it's like,
You're attracted to any?
parang,
Okay.
kumbaga, who are they as a person is what you like. Kunyari, kahit ano man sila.
Not
Even though,
necessarily like
yeah.
their sexual orientation. Okay.
kahit, I get attracted to like, male, gay male.
Talaga?
Yeah,
I didn't know.
Pogi kasi talaga. Like,
Okay,
very,
gets.
sila.
Okay.
Very feminine kasi maalagain pa din sila. They know how
It's a
to
good
be
mix.
soft sa girls. Pero andun pa din yung masculine features nila. So parang, ano pa din siya sa akin. Like, actually, hindi naman din talaga ako, may nagsabi lang din nun sa akin na, I think you're pan, but I still consider myself as bi kasi nga, ayoko na mga complications if
Yeah.
other people ask.
But siguro it's like something that you have to learn throughout the years. It's not just something that you label yourself.
Yeah. Kasi other people, ang masakit dyan, they describe you as an insult. Insult yun kapag sinabi, bading ka? Bakla ka? You're bi? You like girls? So parang, they think na they can hurt you by saying na ganun yung orientation mo. When other people found out that you were gay, what was the most painful thing that you heard?
Siguro yung most painful thing that I've been told was probably like the parent of a partner that I had before. Na, syempre kasi if it's your partner, you would want to get the acceptance of their parents.
Yeah.
I mean, it's normal, diba? It's part of life. So, to be rejected by the parent is another thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's one thing to be rejected by your own parents. It's another thing to be rejected by your partner's parents. Because it kind of kills this dream. It kind of kills this
Your future
ideal
is
future.
not,
Like, that is gone.
Yeah.
Diba? And it went down the drain. Kahit ano pang ginawa mo. So, siguro yung most painful na nasabihan ako was, mapunta na lang yung anak ko sa pulube, basta lalaki. Kahit anong lalaki, kahit lowest of the low, wag lang mapunta sa'yo. And I was like, syempre, it's like, what do you say? After that, like, kahit alam, this person knows my income, this person already knows what I've achieved. All of that went down the drain. Kasi syempre, I've been working hard for that partner that I had. Diba? Kasi I knew it would come to a point where I would have to face the father and have to face the family. So parang all of that hard work, hindi naman sa nasayang siya because it still helped me one way or another. But it felt like a sting.
Yeah.
You know, na parang I did all of this just for you to compare me to a poor beggar
and look down upon
and look
you.
down on me na maayos naman ako, maayos naman pamilya ko, inaalagaan ko naman anak niyo more than you think that I do. And para masabihan na mas gusto ko pa mapunta yung anak ko sa pulube kaysa mapunta sa'yo. Parang, I don't know what, it like kills something in you. I just don't know if it's my pride, if it's my...
I think ang ano dyan is the fact that they compared your relationship and you being a girl to that person na para sa kanila, pinakamababa na yun. At mas worse pa, ang tingin niya to a person that is, you know.
Ang sagot ko naman was like, syempre, out of anger, so I was, parang sabi ko, so you'd rather your daughter be with the lowest of the low than with me, that you know, like, I can provide a stable life, I can provide all of this. She's like, yeah, basta lalaki. So I was like, what more can I do?
What did I do wrong?
What did I do wrong?
Yeah.
So it comes to a point where you question yourself and your self-worth. I mean, siguro it came from a place of, like, they just don't know any better. But the fact that that person was able to say it to my face on my birthday, I feel like that was the biggest slap of my life to hear that from somebody, because I don't know, syempre you want, at the end of the day, you want to be accepted. Kahit that's your friends.
Yes. At saka main goal natin is happiness for myself, for yours, and then for your partner. And that comes with being accepted with in your household and then sa side ng partner mo. And knowing that other people, kasuklam kasi yung, alam mo yung nandidiri talaga sila.
Oo.
That's the word that I can
Yeah.
use. That hindi na kasi tama na parang ayaw lang nila sa'yo kasi babae ka. They think that they find you disgusting. Yun
Yeah,
yung
they find the whole thing like out of tradition.
Oo.
talaga. They find it all unethical.
yeah.
Like, you know, masabihan ka sa mukha mo ng kahit mamatay man ako, I will never accept. Go, bro! Like, what do you want me to do, bro? Like, I feel like that plus masabihan ka ng like, I actually really like you. If you were a guy, bukas na bukas, ipapakasal ko kayo.
Oo.
But because you're a woman, kahit mamatay ako, I will never accept. And to hear that from your like ex-girlfriend's family, like, what more can I do?
I think, yeah.
There comes a point where you just, you know, okay,
Yeah.
you just accept it. There's no point in me trying to fight. There's no point in me trying to prove my worth when they already know and they already acknowledge like how much I've been able to achieve.
Mm-mm.
But that in itself,
Hindi talaga enough.
it's not that it wasn't enough. It doesn't mean anything
Yeah. Yeah.
because I don't have a dick.
Mm-mm.
Basically,
That's the basis, actually.
It's hindi siya enough. It's
No.
just it's nothing.
Yeah.
It means nothing because I'm not a man.
They don't acknowledge it kasi they're very close-minded.
Yeah.
Super close-minded. And masakit yun marinig personally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like with all of that, if you were in my position, what would you do if your family doesn't accept you or your partner's family doesn't accept you for being gay?
Actually, me and Dee talked about this.
Okay.
Oo.
Okay, akala ko you and
Hindi,
D
hindi,
accept and
hindi.
bading na bading si D.
Yeah.
Magka-come out pa lang ba si D?
No. We talked about this and she asked me what will I do if I was in the possession. So, I said that if my family doesn't treat my partner with utmost respect, hindi nila binavalue kung anong klaseng tao siya, they just basically judge her kasi babae siya, I'll leave. Kasi,
Leave your family, leave your partner.
Yeah. Family. Kasi, para sa akin talaga, firm believer ako na kahit worst comes to worst, hindi kami mag-workout ng partner ko na yun. At least, I still have the freedom to be happy with another woman. Kumbaga, alam mo yun, parang I'm still free.
You didn't close that door.
Yeah. Hindi ko pipilitin sarili ko na to like just men because
Ayaw na pamilya.
oo, ayaw ng family ko. So, I know this is a hard conversation for everybody kasi it would, parang ultimatum nga kasi siya na parang, would you choose your family or a future with somebody that you're not sure of?
Kasi sometimes you're not lucky enough to have both.
Mm-mm.
You're very lucky. Some people are not lucky to be able to keep their family and keep their partner if
Yeah.
they're gay.
Actually, yun nga, parang lagi talagang you have to weigh which one is better. Pero for me talaga, if I were in that situation, I'd leave, no second thought. Kahit sabihin ko na wala na akong contact with my family in the future, like, sa wedding ko wala sila, that's fine. If the moment that hindi na nga okay na, they're talking bad about my partner, they're talking bad about me as their daughter, as their child. Parang masakit na siya marinig na sobrang maliit ng tingin nila sa'yo. So, parang nakakagalit. Galit talaga yung nangingibabaw. But, I think that's just me.
Yeah, I think
I'd leave.
there comes a point where you have to weigh the consequences or like you balance yung utang na loob mo sa magulang mo and also the future that you want.
Yeah.
Like, reality is your parents will be gone
Yeah.
one way or another. Whether that's tomorrow, in 50 years, in whatever years. And you'll be left to live your own life.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do when your parents leave?
Yeah.
Doon ka lang magiging masaya? Doon mo lang pipiliin sarili mo? Like, is it a matter of putting off yung buhay mo muna?
For the sake of
For the sake of their happiness and only living when they pass?
Yeah.
Then you just wasted decades of your life waiting for somebody's death.
Yeah.
Diba?
I have this story. I read it somewhere. it was an interview with a gay man.
Okay.
And then, I think he was around 60, senior na. And then they were talking, who was your first love, sabi. Tapos, in-explain niya who was his person. And then, at their time kasi, syempre, super bawal talaga kasi ang being seen outside or even getting in contact with them. So, super tago talaga daw sila before. And then the fact that they were in a whole relationship for, 10 years. But, the fact na he had to marry a woman.
Or like a lavender marriage.
Yeah, for the sake of, actually, ayaw niya din naman, but kailangan nga kasi nga, they cannot be together at the end of the day. So, hinayaan niya yung partner niya to marry a woman, but alam nung woman na gay, yung guy. And then, ang masakit doon, syempre nag-split sila. The guy,
Sino nag-split?
yung two dudes.
Okay.
Yeah. Ang nangyari doon is, they just went to their separate ways. And then, nag-divorce na yung dalawa. After that, nag-rekindle sila together. Ang masakit doon, may sakit yung nakipag-asawa sa iba. And then, they don't have any photos of each other kasi bawal. They only have letters. Tapos, they had to burn the letters pa kasi syempre, that's proof of them being gay. And one thing na masakit na sinabi niya, kasi namatay na yung guy. Sabi niya, I don't even have a photo of him. I don't remember his voice anymore. I don't see him anymore. Kasi parang nasa utak niya na lang. Kasi they couldn't be loud and proud before. So ngayon, he has to suffer the consequences that his first love lives in his memories na lang. So masakit yun kasi ang tagal nilang magka-relationship but in just one connotation na ibang tao, wala, hindi niya na maalala. Masakit kasi they don't have any proof of them being together and he has to carry that until, he passed.
Siguro the saddest thing is that's still happening today.
Now, yeah.
Not everybody can be loud and proud. Not everybody can even join, like, what do you call those? The pride marches. I've actually never been to one, but I wanna go to one.
Yeah. Pupunta kami, maghanap lang kami ng...
Saan ba yun?
Meron akong alam here, I think marami naman dito sa
Ano ko
Makati.
sa QC which is like
Malayo
pretty far.
kasi yun. Marami dito, feel ko dyan sa Ayala meron yan.
But parang sad, I've seen on the internet, like, the people that go to a pride march, some of the people that are surrounding them are like those people that are kind of condemning them.
Yeah, against...
Magdasal, like they're giving out rosaries or Bibles or something.
And then, ayun yung nila, yun yung counter nila sa atin kasi they think na even though ganto tayo, isang salita lang nila, ayan, magdasal ka, okay na tayo after. Pero, they don't know how it hurts us to see na hanggang sa araw natin, sa buwan natin, ang sama pa din ng tingin nila sa atin. And they really don't want us to be a part of their, na nakikita nila tayo.
They don't want us to be part of their society.
Yeah, yun.
But I think the most frustrating part of it is wala naman tayong hinihingi na makakasagabal sa kanila.
Yeah.
Hinihingi natin kung ano man meron sila without taking away from what they have. We just want the same rights, we want the same safety. And just because we have the same rights and we have the same safety doesn't mean that you have less rights and you have less safety. We're both the fucking same.
Yeah.
Right? That's what equality is about, bro.
It's the same. Yeah.
I think that's what people fail to realize is we're not taking away from you and we're not disrespecting you being straight. We're not disrespecting anything. We just want to be treated the same way. We just want to be seen as humans that are to be respected, that are to be dignified and, left alone.
Yeah.
Diba? Hindi yung...
Let us be. We're fine. Maayos naman kaming tao. Alam mo yun, like, we're not doing anything wrong. We're just normal beings that just love who we love. We're just us. And para sa kanila, it's a threat. I think, di ba? I think, para sa kanila, if we have a more equal right, parang, pag sa tingin nila, parehas tayo ng rights with them.
Yeah.
Mababawasan yung sa
Everybody's reluctance to accept that
Mm-mm.
the LGBT community is real and
Yeah.
it's not just a fad or a phase or a show.
Yeah.
It's not just for entertainment. It's not just for drag races, but we're here. We're real people,
Mm-mm.
and we demand to be seen as such. You
Yes.
know, like siguro some people feel like all these pride marches, all of this like podcasts like this are paingay lang, papansin lang.
Mm-mm.
But that's just because like we wouldn't be doing all of this if we weren't disrespected, if
Yes.
we weren't, you know, seen as very, very low just for being us.
Mm-mm. Since we're part of the community, some of our friends are straight. So, they're considered as allies kapag they support us. They believe in what we believe in din. Pero have you met a person that is just, may term sila dun performative ally.
No, what does that mean?
Parang ano lang, sinasabi lang nila na
They support?
they support but they still think may homophobia pa din sila even though na kahit sabihin mo, yeah, I support you, pero parang para sa akin,
That's too
kadiri
much.
pa din yan.
Okay.
This is a lot to ask for. May mga ganun kasi parang akala nila, even though that they support verbally, pero in terms of actions, pag binabadmouth ka na as a gay person, they don't speak up. Nakikisama pa sila na pambabash sa'yo. Have you met a person like that?
I don't know if this is controversial to say,
Mm-mm.
but I feel like support should be black and white. It's either you support or you
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah.
Hindi yung I support pero dapat, like some people say kasi, I support the gays, but I don't think they should be able to get married. So it's like, okay, you like me 50% and you're okay with the other 50% fucking me over and making my life miserable? Or like, I feel like if you support fully. Not only when it's convenient to you, not only when it aligns with your religious beliefs, but
Yeah.
it has to be, like fully support.
Yeah.
You can't have one foot out the door.
Yeah. Kasi parang
Ganun ka
playing
ba?
safe.
Parang
Playing safe na sila na parang, if they're in the right crowd, wow, yeah, I support, I believe in you guys. But if they're in a crowd na very homophobic, they join in.
I feel like a lot of parents support gays, but when it becomes their own kid,
Yeah.
it's not applicable anymore. Like my mom, she wanted to adopt a gay kid.
Oo.
But I'm like, I'm already here, bro. Like, I can.
What more?
I'm taking one for the team. You don't need to adopt one. I'm here. And then, parang, just a reluctance to accept me. But a gay kid that didn't come from their womb, absolutely.
Yes. Tuwan-tuwa sila sa mga videos ng mga bading online, ganyan, pag nakakatawa. But if they see it, kunyari, pag anak nila, they know. Right?
Like, they like to reap the benefits of the society, like the fun, the entertainment. Pero, kapag sinagawa na sila or masyado na silang involved, they're out. And they're not as supportive as we want them to be.
Yeah.
Before we get back to the video, this video is sponsored by SumSum. Sometimes all it takes is just one conversation to discover something new. With SumSum, you can instantly chat with people from around the world for free, explore different cultures, and make meaningful friendships. Enjoy unlimited messaging, connect through video chat, and chat with confidence in a safe and secure community. Are you ready to meet someone new? Join SumSum and start expanding your circle today.
I've talked about this, I think the worst part is usually when somebody says that, they're gay, pero mayaman naman yan. Or pero pinapaaral naman niya pamilya niya. Or pero siya naman nagbabayad sa lahat. Like, it's not just, they're gay.
Yeah.
Like, it has to be compensated by something positive financially or some achievement para lang it's not seen as negative. Which is, it kind of instills always in all of our minds na we have something to compensate for just for being us and just for existing.
Yung mga nagka-come out to their parents after graduation.
Oo.
After magsabi, cum laude ako, mabading ako.
Pakilala ko sa like,
Andyan na. So parang kailangan lagi kang may mapatunayan bago mo ipa-accept sa kanila na maganto ako, maganto ang nararamdaman ko towards this person. So, it's sad kasi isipin mo na paano yung mga ibang tao na hindi naman kayang magpakita ng parang hindi, wala silang malaki.
Mm-mm.
Kasi, yun lang naman sila. Wala naman silang ginagawang mali.
Or
So,
bata pa sila, but they
yeah.
already know.
Mm-mm.
Would you ever date somebody that's still in the closet?
No. No.
Good for you, sister.
Kasi, feel ko it's hard enough di ba?
Yeah.
Like, it's,
And at this age, god damn it.
right? We're adults. We should have, I'm a separate person na to a person that from my own before. Kumbaga, ngayon kasi I can make my own decisions. Kaya nga kanina, very proud ako to say na I leave my family if they were to disrespect my partner talaga. Kasi, choice ko naman na kung gusto ko sila kasama sa future ko, even if they keep trash talking my
Yeah.
partner. So, to date a person that's still in the closet, not for me, but if it's for you, good luck.
I think it's for God's strongest soldiers talaga. Dating somebody in
Soldier
the
ka?
closet.
Hindi na. Danta.
Salute!
Hoy!
I think it's very tough.
Mm-mm.
Kasi like, you know, being somebody that's already like living alone and kind of out to my parents already and my brothers. Dating somebody that's still in the closet kind of brings you back with it. Constrains you as well. Parang, you already felt free And once you date somebody that's still in the closet, nothing against them. I mean, they're at their own pace.
Mm-mm.
But siguro the difference in our milestones in life,
Yeah.
parang mababalik ka talaga.
Yeah.
Because kahit nakalabas ka na, but your partner is still not out there,
You're still
one way or
there.
another, you're gonna be forced to restrain yourself, whether that's with, like, kapag nagdi-date kayo, or
Posting.
posting, or the other,
Anything.
you know, like,
You can't do anything, actually. It's just, your whole relationship is nothing to other people kasi you cannot be loud, you cannot be proud, you cannot say kasi nga, you're still in that closet still, and kapag yung partner mo out and about na, andun pa din sila. Siyempre, sasamahan mo siya dun kasi you cannot force somebody to come out for your sake.
Yeah.
It's either they make up their own choice to do so, or worst comes to worst, a lot of
or
things.
you just
will-
wait it out until pagod ka.
Until what?
Until, you know, I don't know. Siguro that's also something I've learned to dial down your expectations whenever you date somebody that's still in the closet.
Mm-mm.
And I think that goes for, like, not just for sexuality, like, dial down your expectations when you're gonna date a student kasi iba yung capabilities
Yes.
and freedom. Dial down the expectations when you're dating somebody that still lives with their parents.
Yeah.
Like, it's a very, very different lifestyle
Yeah.
that will affect your own lifestyle heavily as well.
Kasi if you choose to be with that person, your future is with them. Their future is with yours. So, if one way or the other, hindi talaga kayo tugma with the pace of the relationship, lalo na sa family side,
Yep.
your side and their side, and then sa lifestyle nyo together, it's not gonna add up, lalo na may mga outside circumstances.
Yeah, it constrains you from doing a lot of things. Like, even yung pinaka-basic na traveling or like eating.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
like going out, like
Mm-mm.
it constrains you a lot. So I feel like if you are to date somebody that has a very different lifestyle from you, that has a very different family background as you,
Yeah.
you have to like be very careful and you have to know what you're getting into.
Yeah.
Because, you know, syempre, kung maayos ka na partner, you're gonna stick it out. You're gonna try your best to make it work despite the circumstances. But
Yeah.
the circumstances are pretty tough.
Yeah. It's not good.
It's not easy. It's not the best. It's not super
Yeah.
fun.
Have you ever felt that you don't belong in a city, in a country, in a place because you're gay?
Not yet. Only in, like, if I know my partner's family owns like the hotel or the restaurant.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't belong talaga.
Mm-mm.
But other than that,
No.
Hindi pa naman.
Because I've never been to like,
Yeah.
I wasn't gay yet when I went to Malaysia.
hindi pa ano siya. Hindi mo pa siya na-feel. Yeah, oo, doon din. Kasi, I didn't think that it was ganun siya ka-heavy sa feeling. I heard, nung sabi ng girlfriend ko na, it's really strict. So, I brushed it off. Sabi ko, baka pwede pa. We can hold hands. We can something. No.
But you didn't know it was death penalty? Death ba?
Chopping your hands.
Oh, shit!
Daw. They read it. Ako hindi ko na binasa kasi nga, for me, binrush
Wait,
off ko lang talaga
like,
siya.
you guys hold hands, next day, wala ka ng kamay?
Sabi nila, pero
That's insane!
I doubt na ganun siya ka-intense. But I think it was before. Feel ko ganun before dun. Like, how brutal it is to see na ganun. I think, nakakatakot nga naman talaga siya. So, pati ako, I was kind of paranoid to be in those countries na they're not LGBTQ friendly. Kasi, Philippines, kahit papano, we're not. You see a lot of people around us. They're acceptive naman. But they're not. Their mindset is like way different. They see you a bit close to each other, parang you get looks talaga. And then you really don't feel comfortable. You don't feel safe. You get looks, and it's not a pretty sight, lalo na gusto mo lang mag-enjoy.
I don't think I'd ever travel to a country where being myself is illegal. I mean, thank God when I lived in Dubai, I was not
Yeah.
gay yet.
Actually.
But
oo.
like, I don't think I would actively want to immerse myself and contribute to the economy. Kahit sobrang onti lang na wala man na magagawa. I would never want to contribute to an economy that penalizes me for just being me.
Yeah.
So sorry, Malaysia. Like, hindi
Yeah.
naman sa malaki maambag ko. But,
But
like,
yeah.
I don't think I would ever want to support the country or visit a country like that.
Me, I was paranoid, but my girlfriend was scared. Really scared. Like,
Ano
super
yun?
scared siya.
Kahit wala kayong ginagawang PDA, but her, because she's masculine presenting, that's wrong in itself?
I think so. Kasi, even though we were just standing next to each other, medyo sabihin na natin, medyo halata nga na couple kami, sabihin
Okay.
natin. Kasi, magkadikit kami. Iba pa din talaga kasi tingin nila eh. Lalo
like
na sa
very
kanya.
evident.
Lalo na sa kanya kasi very mask niya yung matangkad, halata na feminine pa din features niya, but masculine kasi siya manamit. So, pagdadaan, ganun talaga. Tapos, ako, kunyari, nakahawak ko sa ganyan. Parang, doon kasi talaga, you never see kahit straight couples hold hands. No talaga. Kaya parang, pati kami, we had to endure na, no PDA talaga. Kasi,
Yeah, I know that.
hindi
No,
talaga
bro,
siya.
why would you ever go to a country like that?
Yeah. It's sad na super scared talaga siya. It was an experience.
How long ulit kayo doon? Tagal niyo din doon eh, no?
2 weeks yung vacation namin, but like we were in Malaysia for like a week din. A long week. That was a long week. Siya.
Would you ever go back? Alone?
Alone. I'll go back alone. Okay lang. Kaya gusto ko naman bumalik, but ang hirap nga lang din
That's
talaga.
kind of weird. What if tayo lang? Like, kasi lagi ako nag-aakbay.
I think, sa atin, sakto lang. Hindi siya ganun ka. I think when I was just with D.
Kasi mas masculine.
Mas mukha siyang,
In between.
yeah.
Like even the bathroom situation.
Yeah, that's yun yung problem niya. Once na pumasok siya sa girls' bathroom, kailangan ko siya samahan. Para, kunyari, kausap ko siya marinig na medyo girl yung boses niya.
Okay.
And then, kunyari, naka-jacket siya. Tapos t-shirt siya sa loob. Alisin yung jacket niya para kita yung top niya na medyo, yun nga, may din siya.
Okay.
Ganon. Yung parang you have to prove na babae ka for them to be comfortable in the bathroom. Ganon.
Yeah.
Kaya,
So, siguro,
nakakatakot.
I guess in a sense that kind of puts us in a better light na mas privileged tayo dito, at least. Kahit we don't have a lot of laws. I mean, we have like SOGI bill ba yun? We have like the SOGI bill to protect us, but even if we don't have like same-sex marriage, at least we don't get,
Yeah.
our hands chopped off.
Yeah. That's scary.
Dahil na naglalandian ng jowa.
That's something that I wouldn't wish upon anybody. It's brutal to think kasi.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Now, when did you know that you like girls? Like, what age?
High school.
Like, what age is high school?
Sabihin natin I was 16, 17. Yeah, 16, 17. Kasi I was consistently dating men since high school until college.
So, mga grade 10. Grade 10 mo
Oo,
na-realize.
mga ganun.
Oo.
It was not prominent pa. I thought na parang girl crushes lang, ganyan, attracted lang ako. But then, this is rated as PG. Charot. Sa bar. Sa bar. I-dare ka. Kiss mo nga siya. I-dare, kuya, dare ka. Kiss mo siya, parang peck lang ganun or something.
Pero ikaw, you're ready to go all in? Ganun
Hindi,
ba?
parang, pag kasi, di peck ganyan. Ay, actually, hindi nga yun peck eh. But, di nag-kiss. So, meaning nun, akala ko wala siyang feeling. Ginilig ako. Sabi ko, wow, this is amazing.
This is magical.
Oo, talaga. Akala ko kasi, kunyari, kapag lalaki lang yung kinikis ko dahil, syempre, kikiligin ka, ganyan. Kasi yun yung akala ko normal ko. Grabe, nung kinis ko talaga siya, wow, fireworks.
This is magical. This opens up all doors.
Oo, kaya sabi ko, I accept na.
But this person was like a stranger or like your friend or?
Sino ba siya? Hindi ko na siya maalala. Apparently sad. But that person made me gay. Pero
Shout
yun,
out.
kung sino
Shout out
ka
to
man,
you.
Hindi ko na
Girl
maalala.
at the bar. Bakit? Hindi ba madaming like gay people in Baguio at the time?
Madaming gay men.
Mm.
Hindi pa ako na masyadong sa gay community na lesbians, mga yeah. So, nasa ibang portion ako ng mga kabaklaan before
Yeah.
talaga. Iba kasi talaga siya eh. Kasi before, nung mga high school ako, ang mga kasama ko lagi, gay men. Ngayon lang ako masyadong mas naging interactive with gay women. Kaya parang, oh wow, it's ano din pala. Fun siya, both sides. Basta ba din
The
masaya.
dynamics are
Oo,
a bit
it's different
Oo.
talaga. Kasi gay men are still men eh. Parang ano pa din sila, you know.
May protective side.
Oo. Tapos sa atin, very ano tayo naman. Babae pa din talaga. Like, as we are, but, you know, we're still
Into girls.
just girl. Yun. Yun. Nung na-realize ko yun, sabi ko, I have a preference lang kung sino i-date ko kasi nga medyo picky pa din ako kung to who I date, I still have a preference. So yun, dun ko nalaman na I like girls. And then when somebody tried courting me na hindi ko type,
Na babae?
na girl,
Okay.
hindi ko siya sinagot kasi nga, hindi ko siya type, kumbaga, literal. And I just saw her as a friend. Pero doon, na-realize ko na, okay, it's still, pwede pa din pala talaga ako kasi ako yung person na hindi mag-i-initiate to be with you kapag girl. Kasi nga nahihiya pa ako nun. I don't know how the dynamic works pag girl. If they start the conversation, they approach you, ganun. So, kasi pag lalaki kausap mo, sila medyo
And unti lang kilala mo na femme. Femme na like, okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. You. When did you know that you were gay?
Like at 14 years old. So, mas bata pa ako sa'yo.
Wow.
Kasi yung first relationship ko was at 14 eh.
Oo pala.
But like that girl was, parang, if I remember correctly, siya kasi parang tao na, siya yung crush ng bayan. Di ba? There were like terms like that.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, like I want to be friends with her. Tapos, naging best friend ko din siya. So parang, I thought it was just like, I really care about this. Like, this is the bestest friend I've ever had.
Oo.
So, syempre, in denial pa ako nun eh. Because I was like 14 at the time. Like, bro, like,
Parang nafe-feel mo ba na,
there's kilig eh.
oo,
But
may,
in denial ka.
okay.
Because it was so unnatural. Like, the idea is so unnatural. But being with that person felt so natural.
Okay.
So, iniisip ko na lagi, like, oh, best friend ko yan. That's why I care about this person
Yeah.
deeply. That's why, like, I want to be with this person all the time. But then, siguro, both of us were kind of,
Testing it.
or both of us were kind of testing it. Both of us were just as confused. Kasi, I think, like, we were each
Young.
other's first. And we were very young to be able to
say na, oh, we're gay. Like,
Mm-mm.
it's not even something that we could say out loud. It's not
Mm-mm.
even something that I kind of said it to myself then. Parang at 14, I don't look in the mirror like, bading
Bading
tayo,
to."
be. I didn't do that.
Yeah.
But parang it just progressed
Mm-mm.
from friendship to a relationship, and dun ko na lang na-confirm. So thankfully, yung first girl crush ko, siya talaga yung naging first girlfriend ko.
Okay.
And then from there, like, syempre, dun ko na lang din na-confirm kasi matagal din yung relationship na yun eh. And then, like,
Ano kayo? Ano lang? Best friends for like a long
like,
time?
live-in lang for the vibe. And then I dated guys after that, which, you know, still the same interest, still the same commitment. Pero I always knew na parang, I felt like I was more inclined to women, or feel ko iba yung
Momentum
yung-
mo.
involvement ko and commitment ko to the
Mm.
relationship, if it was a woman,
Yeah.
if it was a man. So I tried both.
Mm-mm.
So I kind of knew, like, okay, I can iba yung personality ko when I dated a guy, which
Mm.
is like mas
Laid back.
laid back ako,
Yeah.
mas gusto ko sila nag-lead, but with a girl, like, I feel like I'm much more serious,
Oo.
which is bad, which is horrible.
It hurts.
Which is, you know, like, not the time to do that, but
Mm.
I feel like, yeah, na-realize ko siya at a very, very young
Yeah.
age. Kasi alam ko, homophobic ako nung bata ako eh.
Mm?
Really, like, I feel like one of my earliest memories of being homophobic as a fellow gay, you know, was nung bata ko, I call her my sister, pero family friend namin.
Okay.
And she's like from Switzerland, so they're very open.
Okay.
Like, Jill, would you still love me if I was gay?
Sinasabi
She
niya
asked me
sa'yo.
that.
Okay.
But I was 10,
10.
bro.
Yeah.
So I was like,
No, you're still a kid.
I don't know. But to this day, like, that was sobrang, ngayon gusto ko siya i-chat, like, ate, I still love you. I'm actually on the same side right now. But I feel like it's too late to say that.
Mm-mm.
But I think, you know, like, we all kind of grow up with that kind of mindset kasi yun yung pinakita ng parents natin eh.
Na kapag may nakita kang ganito, it's not ordinary.
It's not right.
Yeah.
It's against our religion.
Mm.
Kahit di naman kami religious.
Mm-mm.
But somehow, nagiging religious kami when it comes to gayness. But yeah, that was my first interaction of me being homophobic na I will never forget.
Yung homophobic.
Naging
ba?
homophobic ka ba?
I don't think so.
Ever? To yourself?
No, I don't think so. Kasi, ano din talaga eh, kahit papano, meron din, kahit no elementary kasi din talaga ako, may mga classmates ako na yung mga parents nila or your guardians nila is literal tomboy, yung nagsusundo sa kanila. So, nakikita ko na din na parang kahit nung bata ko, yun talaga yung kinonsider nila na parent. Yun talaga yun. Hindi, I don't know lang talaga ngayon if married sila with or single sila, ganun. Tapos nag-aalaga lang sila nung kid na yun. But kahit nung bata pa ako, nakakakita na ako ng ganun. I didn't have a problem with it. Like, okay. It's just them caring for a child. Lagi, super sacrificial kasi ang alam ko nga, pinagchichismisan pa yun ng mga ibang parents kasi yun nga, kasi tomboy siya. Yun, di ba? Yung mga ganun. Kaya, even though na nakikita ko yun before nung bata ko, I didn't feel the need to judge them. Kasi, what for? Ano pang kailangan? Kasi ginagawa niya lang naman yung, mabait naman siya, wala naman siyang ginagawang masama. So, even though kung ano man siya or anything, like, I wasn't homophobic, I think.
Siguro it's also hard because nung bata ako, wala naman ako nakitang role model or successful person na out. Only recently lang, siyempre sina Vice Ganda, mga ganun. Pero I feel like when we were kids, we didn't really have
Representation.
representation or somebody to look up to say that it's okay to be like this, I'm like this, you can be like this. And all the successful people I saw were not gay, and it didn't exist masyado. And the world felt very, you know, is the word siloed? The world felt like it was just that.
Small.
It was small.
Yeah.
Parang only during these times ko lang nakikita na there's a role model for kids in politics, in the movie industry, in business. Everybody can see a successful gay person as a role model, as somebody to look up to.
Yeah. Okay, so for some other people are still closeted. You know somebody that's closeted, hindi pa sila nag-out. But I've heard and seen other people out
Other
their
people?
friend. Yeah, parang kumbaga sila ang magsasabi, bakla yan. She likes girls, he likes boys, ganun. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I feel like nobody has the right to out any other person other than themselves. Kasi parang, mali mo hindi pa sila ready. Mali mo in denial pa sila or di pa nila ina-accept sarili nila. Or worst case scenario, mali mo malaman ng parents nila, matakwil sila. Right? And with any of those consequences, hindi naman ikaw yung magsasuffer.
Yeah.
Chismosa ka lang talaga, but the consequences are still on this other person, and it's not worth it. It's not worth the hype of us talking about it. It's not worth the thrill of us making fun about it. Tapos, ibang tao naman magsasuffer. Like, I really feel like people like that should really learn to stay in their lane
Yeah.
and mind their own freaking business.
And be mindful and be really sensitive when it comes to that. Kasi it's still a bit a sensitive topic for other people, lalo na kahit out na out siya sa'yo and to your circle. Pero sa ibang tao, hindi sila comfortable to say it out loud.
Yeah.
And you cannot be the person to say na, ganito yan, ganito. So, you don't have to speak up for them, for their sake. Kasi that's not your story to tell.
And siguro the way to see it is, if somebody comes out to you, it's a privilege that they told you.
Yeah.
It's a privilege that they were vulnerable enough with you, they trust you enough to know their truth.
Yeah.
So ikaw, you should be responsible and empathetic and caring and, rational enough to keep it within you and like not break their trust.
Yeah.
Because I remember the first person I came out to was my best friend. Her name was my best friend. Her name is Kate. Siya yung first person na sabihan ko out loud that, hey, I have a girlfriend. Hey, I'm gay. College na yun kasi nga, kahit matagal na kami nung ex ko na yun, hindi ko siya masabi out loud with ease, nang walang takot. Sabi ko lang siya nung college. And the first thing Kate told me, if I remember correctly, was like, thank you for telling me. Thank you for letting me be the first to know. Thank you kasi tinrust mo ko. Your secret is safe with me. Like, you can trust me, ganun. So, sobrang appreciate ko na she was grateful na shinare ko yun. It's not just, ay talaga?
Oo.
Galing, patingin ng jowa mo. It was more of like, thank you. Like, thank you na ako yung una. Thank you na I'm your person and you see me as valuable enough to know the truth, diba? So, I feel like everybody should be like a Kate. I think everybody should
Needs
see
a Kate.
It needs a Kate. Shout out Kate Maling. Love you so much. Everybody needs to have that friend na, like you can trust and is grateful that you trust them. It's grateful of you as a person.
Yeah.
Bakit? Like, out ka na ba ng tao? Accidentally?
No. There was this one video. May video kasi ako na pinost sa TikTok. Guy friend ko to. But, alam ko na gay siya. Tapos dun sa video kasi, kinis niya ako sa cheeks. Tapos parang pinamukha ko sa video na, after kasi ng video, after niya ako ikis sa cheeks, tingin na kami, tapos tili kami, na parang, ay, yaka diri, be, ganon. Tapos nag-viral, yung comments dyan, ganyan-ganyan. Be, parang hindi naman, hindi naman bakla, ganon. Tapos nag-comment ako doon, sabi ko,
baklang-bakla yan.
Hindi, sabi ko, iba type niyan. Gumanon lang ako. Hindi ko directly sinabi na bakla yan or lalaki gusto niyan. Sabi ko lang, hindi kami pwede kasi iba nga type niyan. Ganun ko lang sinabi. But, nakita niya yata, kasi tinag ko siya, sabi niya, delete mo nga, baka lang iba ang isipin ng other people. I think that was medyo close-slip na na-out ko siya slide. Kaya sabi ko, ay sorry, baka daw kasi pakita nga lang ng ibang mga kakilala namin. But ang nagets ko, lesson learned na yun sa akin na kahit comfortable sila to be a bit feminine, yung boses nila tumataas pagka
Kahit
kayo.
obvious.
Oo, kahit obvious siya, but
It's not your place.
Yeah, to say it. Kaya yun, parang lesson learned na parang hindi ko lang basta-basta ibubuka yung bibig ko na kung ano-ano pinagsasasabi ko.
For the
Kaya-
sake of chismis.
Oo. Kaya yun, parang sabi ko, nag-sorry talaga ako. So, hindi ba na-delete ko na? Pasensya na. Ganun. Knowing that I did that sa friend ko, syempre na-feel guilty din ako. Kasi nga, hindi nga naman talaga siya kasi tama na galing sa'yo yung conversation na yun. And it's not your story naman talaga to tell.
But sometimes there's a different outcome. Sometimes you come out to a friend. Kunyari, I'm a girl and I come out to another girl. They automatically assume na type ko sila.
May ganun ka experience?
I feel like a lot of people do. I heard it like as a joke before, but not necessarily to me. But I feel like a lot of people experience that kind of thing where if you come out, some people automatically assume that just because babae sila, you'll like them as well.
Hindi, no? Hindi naman Hindi naman ganun yun kasi
There's actually very few people that I like.
at saka you have your preference talaga. Hindi talaga siya, kunyari, sabihin no, tayo, o friends tayo, the girl, crush kita. Crush mo siya. Or parang gusto kitang jowain or something. It's not like that din eh. Kahit,
It's the same thing with dating a guy. Kahit naman may dumaan na lalaki doesn't automatically assume that I like the dude, right?
Yeah.
I still have preferences and standards.
Ang pangit lang to assume that when you're the same gender, tapos sinabi mo na you like girls, they assume na, kaya ka pala sobrang sweet sa akin.
Huwag ka magkaka-crush sa akin. Asa ka naman.
Bakit? Oo, hindi.
Yeah.
Hindi ko sure kung may personal experience ako with that, pero may mga naririnig nga ako na ganun na parang, bakla ka pala, gusto mo pala ng babae, buti hindi ka nagka-crush sa akin na may mga ganun. Alo! Hindi. Weird siya marinig na parang super self-absorbed mo naman to think that umiikot yung umiikot yung sexuality nila sa'yo na,
Masyado ka naman assumera.
Masyadong assuming.
Feeling ka naman.
Oo. Buti wala pa tayong ganun.
Wala pa naman, I feel.
Yeah. That's sad. Anong first impression mo sa akin? Did you think that I was gay? Did you think I was straight? Did you think I was bi?
No, I thought you were straight.
Oh?
Yeah.
Oh?
Kasi when I saw you, you were like, super kikay eh. That's, your first day was like, oh, hi. Gonna sounds like, okay, like, most of my friends say hi to me like that. And like, best with me and all that. Very kikay ka kasi. So, for me, it's hard to
Judge.
It's hard to judge lalo na if it's like a
Oo.
femme-like person. And I don't have like the best gaydar, I feel. If tomboy ka or like, medyo andro, very easy to tell eh. But if you're like
Femme.
femme, full-blown makeup, heels,
Oo.
it was very, very hard for me to tell. Syempre, pero nag-come out ka naman sa akin agad eh.
Kailan ba?
Very recent, like, not very recent, like, when I met you, parang a few days lang after.
Really ba?
Yeah.
Yeah. Kasi, naalala ko, nung first kita nakita through call.
Yeah.
Nakwento ko na ba to sa'yo?
Yeah, I think I was at an airport pa. Or
No.
something like that.
I
I was at home?
Nasa talk ka pa nun.
Okay.
Yeah, kasi kita ko pa may background ka pa na something doon.
Okay.
Nagmi-meeting pa nun. Sa call, di meeting tayo nun. Tapos usap. Tapos on cam.
Pag on cam
Pag
ko,
on cam, sabi ko, shit, bading to. Sabi ko. Medyo promise kasi, asahan niya kasi di ganyan yung laptop. Kita mo parang, ganyan. Basta na-viban ko lang, sabi ko, this is fruity ha, sabi
Talaga?
ko. Oo, na-feel ko
kahit
talaga.
nakakulot pa buhok ko.
Oo, hindi kasi ganito.
Because my voice is also low.
Hindi din. Ewan ko, it's the way you acted. Kaya parang ang hirap i-assume na, baka sige. So, medyo nag-aano pa ako. Parang nakikiramdam pa ako nung first nga natin nagsama. Kasi doon din sa call, parang, di ba ganyan ka? Maano ka din pogi yung galaw. Kaya doon, yun talaga yung term ko. Sabi ko, pogi to sabi ko. Tapos, nung nag-car pa tayo, sabi ko, car pa siya, naka 2-seater si Bading talaga. Tapos, chika ka na sa akin, di ba? Tapos sabi mo, my girlfriend,
Finally! Confirmed!
Nawa talaga ako na shit. Sabi ng Bading talaga.
Fucking knew it.
Kaya yan, oh my God. At least, alam mo yun.
One of us.
Natuwa din ako nun kasi parang ayoko magtanong. Nakakahiya kasi minsan baka kasi ma-offend sila na, maling ka
But
ba?
I think I get that easily. Like, I think people know already with me. And I don't hide it. I mean, like, mas boyish naman talaga ako gumalaw.
Pero hindi din siya boyish eh. Ano ka? Astig. Yun talaga term ko sa'yo. Pogi. Pero hindi pogi ng boy, masculine
ng
pogi.
tomboy.
Oo, ganun. Very, ewan ko, basta may aura ka lang na ano. Yun lang. Oh, yun.
Alam ko, nagulat ata ako when you told me that you were bi. Kasi may boyfriend ka din at the time.
Ay, di, alam ko, pinag-usapan natin yun sa car. Sa car yata natin nga natin napag-usapan yun.
Ano ba na nangyari dun sa
Oo.
car ride?
Traffic
Traffic. Oo nga
Kasi
pala.
papunta tayong BGC.
Tsaka there's really, you know why I like that car? Kasi whoever yung kasama ko, like, I call it my date car. Whoever kasama ko, like, wala talagang choice kundi to be like, to talk to each other. Because it's fucking two-seater. Kaya,
Eh, ako
tips
pa
and
nun,
tricks.
ako, parang,
tip talaga, bumili ka ng two-seater car. To be able to get to know somebody, whether that's a friend or your date.
yeah. Yun.
Yeah, wala tayong choice. Sobrang lapit natin.
Oo. Oo. No, hindi ko maalala na nagsabi ako sa'yo. Pero I think I did say na. Hindi, sabi ko sa'yo, yeah, I'm bi.
You said you were attracted, pero kasi parang, I always negated siya by the fact na may boyfriend ka at the time. At sabi mo, you never dated a girl pa. So I was like, baka curious lang siya.
So, yun. Yeah.